Hey, what's good, gang? This is Will Mydell with the Creative Core, and today I'm back with another Photoshop tutorial. So today I'm going to be talking about one of the coolest features in Photoshop, and it's called the Harmonization tool. Now, this is a powerful feature in Photoshop that'll let you adjust the color tone in your images. Now, if you're a photographer or a graphic designer, this tool is probably going to be one of your favorites. It's particularly useful if you have a series of images that you want that consistent look with, or if you have one image and you want the color to look just like the other image. Now, one of the biggest benefits I found with this is that it automatically adds the exact same color adjustment to all your images, which is a huge benefit because it saves you a lot of time. Very helpful, I would think, if you have a lot of images that you have to work on. I mean, this cuts your time in half. Very beneficial tool. In addition to saving time, it's going to make sure that you have the exact same consistent look, cohesiveness with each image, which is beautiful. Alright guys, so as you can see, we're in Photoshop and I have an image of a tiger right here. I also have a image of a young lady standing here posing, and I have a guy holding an ice cream cone. I already masked out all these images so we can jump straight into this, and I've downloaded at least 2 or 3 images as backgrounds that we can use as reference, so I can kind of give you guys an example of how well this this algorithm works when it comes to matching colors. For this first image, we're going to use this tiger with this background of this street. I'm not sure what city this is, but really doesn't matter. To access the harmonization tool, what you want to do is go up to filter, and you want to click on neutral filter, and what it's going to do is going to load up. Now if you haven't downloaded it, it's probably going to be a button, a little symbol that looks like this little cloud. You have to click on that first in order to download it so you can have it accessible in your panel. I've already done that. As you can see, I see it right here, harmonization, but you'll still have to click on this button to turn it on. Once you turn it on, you'll see over here on the right, on the reference image, it says select the layer, and this is the layer you want to select that you want to match the tiger with. Now, before you jump in this, you have to make sure you click on the person that's in the foreground, which is the subject, and the layer that you want to match under that. So we're going to start off with the city, which is down here at the bottom. And what you're going to see down here at the bottom, it says processing on device. It's processing right now. It's matching the color, and you'll see the results in a second. Wow, that's quick. That's really quick. Now, I have the strength turned up. I'm not sure why it's up that high, but the strength usually starts around 50. I'm gonna bring it back down to kind of give you idea what it looks like. It still looks great, but what's also awesome about this, you can make adjustments with the color, whether cyan, red, magenta, green, yellow, blue, also the saturation and brightness. It's your personal preference. My personal preference with this tiger, I think I want to bring the saturation down a little bit and probably increase the strength just to kind of get an idea what it looks like, because the background is kind of desaturated and the foreground is kind of dark. So when it comes to composites, you want to match it as close as possible, and that looks great. And I think I'm going to bring the brightness down a little bit also, even though you can do this after by adding a curve and clipping it to it and just creating a mask, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it in here, show you guys what it looks like. That looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna increase the strength just a little more, go back up to 75 where it was at earlier. It says processing. That looks great. I'm gonna click on OK. As you can see, the output says new layer, and you can see the before and after. I mean, that's a great job. I mean, any other time I'll have to sit in here and create adjustment layers and do the whole curves, levels, hue set. I mean, this does it in a click of a button. Let's try with something else. One more time for the tiger. Let's do this top layer where I have him sitting on top of this purple looking plane. All right, so once again, make sure your background is below the masked out object. I'm gonna click on the tiger once again. I'm gonna go back up to neutral filters. It's gonna load up. I'm gonna turn it on. And I'm gonna select the layer beneath. It's gonna process. There we go. Now what I wanna do, I still wanna drop the brightness down a little bit. And I wanna take some of the saturation out. This image is kind of desaturated, even though the purples are kind of strong in the hue area, the saturation area. Really stand out, you know. That looks pretty good. I still want to drop the brightness down a little bit. Man, that looks great. As you can see, you could keep it on the current layer, new layer, or create a smart filter. I'm gonna just put it on new layer, and I think maybe cut the saturation down just a little more and increase the strength. Let me see what that looks like. I think we'll have a winner. This is an amazing tool, man. I wish I had this years ago when I was doing composites. But then again, I mean, when you learn the hard way, you learn the basics, you know, that's a great tool to have. This, I mean, artificial intelligence is just getting so smart, you know, today. It's making life way easy. Look at that, before and after. That is a great color match. All right, let's try this model. So I have her in front of this jungle, right? Let's go filter, neutral filters, and let's see what it does. Let's try it out. Turn on harmonization. We're gonna select the jungle beneath it. Wow, instant match. Probably turn the saturation down a little bit. I don't know why I keep saying turn the set, but I'm real big on I don't like heavy saturation. Probably unless it's like super colorful, I can always go back and add it. But yeah, that looks great right there. But as you can see down here in the shoe, you know, it doesn't match with the dark part of the ground. You can always go and add a layer for that. Turn the set up just a little bit, and like a curves layer, and clip it to that, and then you can darken that later, which is probably what I would do. Probably turn the setup. It's either gonna be one or two with me. Either keep the setup and drop the brightness, or drop the brightness, or turn up the brightness, turn on the set. But I think this looks good. Let me see something. Before and after. Yeah. As far as like the shadows around the feet, something like I will probably create a curves layer, clip it to that, and drop that down about right there. Because the sun's coming in and hitting her in the face, right? Down here is kind of dark. Maybe turn this down a little bit. The opacity. And then, I mean, you can do that later on your time, and then you could go and like draw shadows on her feet or whatever your subject may be, or whatever you're doing. But you know, the harmonization part is just really taking out the hard work of, you know, sitting and matching colors. That's basically what it's doing. You still have to do work, you know, when it comes to matching one image with another if you want to make it, you know, look realistic. So if you masked out an image and you took away the shadows, you have to go back and replace those shadows. Same thing with her hair, you know, make sure the edge of her hair is refined and all that. But I mean, this tool is great when it comes to color matching, you know, so you don't have to sit and, you know, it eliminates one hat. You know, it takes one hat off your head, you know, one job that you don't have to focus on doing. So let's try another one. We have this Arctic place, I guess, whatever we would call that. And we're gonna go up to her, go up to neutral filter again. Y'all already know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna drop the set because her pants are super saturated, and this place looks well, we're gonna see what it does. Select the layer, select the cold place, I guess I would call it. All right, that looks great. I don't like how it brighten up her torso like that. Let me turn that down some and drop the set a little bit. Yeah, I like that. Drop the brightness down a little more. Let's turn it up some and bring the strength down a little bit. Turn up the set just a little bit. Click OK. Yeah, that looks great. Before, after, before, after. Wow. Amazing, right? Let's do one more. So I got a city, New York, whatnot. Don't get on me about perspectives. You know, I just found an image, I downloaded it that I thought would look cool. Let's go to her. Let's go back up to neutral filters. I like how it recognizes her face also, but that is on skin smoothing. So we're not, maybe we'll do that on another tutorial. These new neutral filters that Photoshop did in their latest updates, pretty cool. All right, and as you can see, it, I don't know why, I think it's brightening it up because the overall city is kind of bright, but I don't like how it got so bright like that. But it does give us the option to make corrections, which is what I do love. And I love how I can keep dropping the brightness down, probably increase this. See, now I'll increase the saturation because the city is pretty vibrant. And I love how her skin tone is matching this building, which that's what I'm actually looking at right now, is her skin tone. And yeah, I like that. And me probably increase the strength. Okay, and maybe increase the brightness now. That looks great. And what I would probably do is something like same thing I did before with the curve. Clip that. Whoa, gotta get me a new mouse. Now I'm looking at her pants. I'm looking at her shoes, trying to match that. All right, and but yeah, I like that. Let's see, before, after, before, after. This is an amazing tool. All right, last one. Ice Cream Man. Mr. Ice Cream Man. Now this looks like something that would be an Instagram post, right? Let's see, filters, neutral filters. All right, harmonization. Cool looking Ferris wheel place. That already looks like it's color graded, right? It's pretty cool. I might want to up the saturation on that. I'm not sure. Drop the brightness down. And maybe drop the sat. Let's see what that looks like too. Interesting. Turn the strength down. Okay. The cool thing about this, it gives you the opportunity to learn what looks best for you. I'm pretty sure that product could use a little bit more work, but let's move on to the next one. I found a Ferris wheel. As you can see, I was trying to find some images that were kind of close to the whole ice cream vibe. I was trying to think of, like, you know, the beach boardwalk, anything of that nature. Wow, that was kind of spot on. I seen that as soon as it turned on. That looks great. Let me turn up the set just a little bit. Yeah, that looks almost like a postcard. You know what's also great about this too? Now, let's see, before, after. Now I can go to pixel, oh excuse me, the background, and I can create maybe like a blur gap, iris blur, right? And or let's just do fill blur. And let's see what we got here. And create some depth of field. You know, that way the image in the background isn't so sharp. And that looks great, man. I mean, look at that. The before, after, before, after. Awesome. And let's do the last one, which is a little more pale, maybe a cloudy sky look, you know. Let's see what the neutral filters give us. Boom. Select that. And let's take a look here. Wow, snapped right to it. That looks great. I think what I want to do is maybe drop the set just a little bit and the brightness a little bit. Oh yeah. Boom. Before, after. You know what I like about this too, because the before image is like super contrasty. I mean, you can tell it has a strong contrast to it, but this kind of like takes it away. You know, it softens it softens it up. You know, I mean, you can do the same thing with the field blur with this one also if you want to add some depth of field. Oh, did I click on the wrong layer? Let me see something. Yeah, I did. All right, so if I want to go to add some depth of field to this, you know, there we go. Don't need too much. Might not need that at all, honestly. I think my mouse needs new battery because it's doing extra clicking for me. Let's go to like 3. Two looks great. Yep. Before, after. Before, after. I mean, there we have it, guys. I mean, what else can you ask for? I mean, this is great. All right, guys, there you go. There you have it. The harmonization tool by Photoshop. I love it. It's accessible in your filters. Don't forget, if you're big on photo composites, Blender, 3D modeling, anything like that, and you're trying to color match some images real quick, you know, this is going to take a lot of time off of your hands, and it's going to remove one extra thing you have to do off of your plate. So I highly recommend it, you know, and you know, try it out. I mean, this is my first time trying it out. I didn't know it was in there. I was like, whoa, what is this? I gotta do a tutorial on this. So I hope you guys liked it. I mean, if you find it, you know, educational, I mean, click the like button, you know, subscribe to the channel, help your boy out. You know, I will be dropping more videos. I am fooling around with Midjourney. I have my second channel up and running, Mr. Model Cine Art. I'll drop the link down and below, but go check that out. Please subscribe to that. I'll be doing more videos showcasing more of these tools, and I have some projects that I have in mind as far as on photography level that I will be showing to you guys really soon. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Turn on the notification bell so you can hear me slide through YouTube on the next video. You can check me out. All right, I appreciate you guys for watching. Talk to you guys later.